phenomenal. Just taking it day by day. Uh, the season didn't go too fast for me, just because lived in the moment. I was talking about this on the way here actually this morning. I just told him I felt like I took advantage of every day, whether it was game day or off day. So it was a pretty long season. I like the baseline that I have for myself. Like the way I competed, day in and day out. So it's just about now, sharpening things up that I already know I'm good at.
On the priority list for the off season, what if they told you about kind of your development plan?
Uh, I mean, really, it was more myself than them. You know, told Danny and everybody, since day one, wanted to be in the best shape possible, and that's the main thing. I mean, as far as my skill set and everything, you can always add moves and you know make your handle sharper. I mean, I just want to get an elite level handle. Be consistent throughout the whole season. Try to be that guy to where people you leave me open. I mean, it's good. So I mean, the main thing for me this summer is just being in shape again, stronger, and everything else will follow.
And what's the plan on getting in better shape and getting stronger?
I mean, just going hard. To be honest, I mean, whether you're on the court or of course, I mean, just running, stuff like that in the weight room. But I mean, the thing I think that what I can take to another level, and I think actually Avery Bradley he told me the thing that separates the greats. I mean, they don't care about looking cool, fitting in. They just work hard each and every day. No matter how it looks, they could look goofy, they could look out of pocket. They go 110% and get better at their craft. I took that piece of advice, and I think now I'll be able to take my game to another level. Just going to at game speed every rep when I'm on the court.
Is there anything that you found maybe throughout the course of the season that was maybe easier than you anticipated, but also that might have been like more difficult, like maybe the late season?
Mm, I would think just coming into the league. I mean, I always knew it was a miss or make league, of course. Just as how many games we play in. If you have a goal again to the postseason, you got to make sure you have your legs under you. So, I mean, I think just trying to find a routine, um, when it comes to the recovery part of it, just making sure I got legs. At the end of the day, when it comes to 7 o'clock on game night. Uh, but I mean, yeah, it's just all about that. I think next year I'm gonna really take that next step into recovery and taking care of my body um, and building a routine and sticking to that routine and not letting anything come in between it.
Is it a much more elaborate process, the recovery, that you maybe when you first thought of?
Nah, I kind of just kept it simple this year. I mean, just soft tissue, cold tub, hot tub, just things like that. I think, you know, next year could be more, maybe I'm stretching after anything, whether it's a workout or the game or a practice. So I think it's a lot of things that you can add to your routine. So it's just about finding works best for, me, and then just, sticking with it and rolling with it.
Your season this year kind of looks like last year. So you had this strong upward trajectory. Everyone's talked about you as a top 5 pick, and you end up at 16. What have you felt similarities this year, where you had this great stretch, and then the last couple of weeks you struggled a little bit more?
Not at all. I mean, you can look at it by the numbers, but for me, it's more about doing something you know that people haven't seen every game. Uh, at this point of the season, I mean, you're gonna make or miss shots, of course, but it's just about my main focus is like I said, routine and going out there and just really just playing free. I mean, we all know how the season is going for us, so it's just about taking advantage of the opportunity. I'm going out there. I'm trying to play hard. I'm trying to use my voice. I'm trying to lead in a way so I can have momentum going into the next season. I mean, next year I already know what it's gonna be like for myself in my individual game. I'm gonna make shots, get downhill. I'm gonna get to my spots and make the right reads. So it's just about now, this point of the season is, trying to, gain momentum and create good habits, going into, next year and going into training camp.
We've seen like veterans pull you aside after games and kind of talk to you. What are they saying, and how has that kind of helped you
Yeah, being able to talk to, last night Chris Paul and got the chance to talk to, Donovan, um, Anthony Edwards. I mean, can keep going, but it's just about. I mean, the main thing they've been telling me is just like, you know, just just be aggressive, whether it's scoring or making the right read. And then, the main thing that stuck with me, as far as what Donovan told me is just, body language. Everybody gonna mess up. I'm gonna mess up. Staff gonna mess up. But if I'm, want to be in basically a position that he was in when he was here, leader, people looking at you at the end of the game, looking at you in between the game, just looking, you know, they gonna look at and see how you are as far as your body language. If you at the end of the bench or head down, stuff like that, in the game, throw your hands out, something like that. It's everybody gonna follow you. So it's just about taking that next jump as far as keeping a poker face and body language is gonna be a main key for me. And but at the same time, it's also good to show emotion. But it's just the word for me next year is gonna be emotional intelligence for sure.
How do you get better at body language?
I think it just comes one, within your game, you're confident, and then two, I think it comes with your relationships, off the court with the team. When you're so connected off the court, you'll do anything for your brother. In real life, you're gonna do anything for him. In between the lines, you'll get a better understanding for them and how they think when you're able to have conversations, away from here. So I think all those, those things and those values that we talk about, off the court, it'll, carry over in between the lines. So I think that's just the main thing, connecting with the guys. I mean, I think I did a good job this year, but, even more connecting with them on the road, going to dinner, going to the lobby and just talking, just stuff like that. Because then when you get in between the lines, it's almost like, I'm going to go to battle for you no matter what's going on. We down 20, up 20. We got the same attitude towards one another. And then, it carry over with your body language. I'm head high. I'm confident no matter how the game going. So I think, just that part of it definitely helps, with the body language for sure.
Is it difficult to find, I guess, a balance mentally with the losses, right? Like you're not used to like losing this many games in a row. That's not something that you've done before, and kind of knowing what there is to play for.
It definitely, I mean, naturally, it definitely is hard. I mean, when you lose so many games in a row, you don't want to get basically used to it almost, just because you kind of know at the end of the day, it's a business and you got to realize that. But at the same time, you got to understand you're playing for, something bigger than yourself almost. Got the organization logo in front of us, got our last name on the back. So, you're playing for something. It's just about, can you, put that in the back of your mind, and when you get into the game, it's, you and your, safe haven, we going out here, we competing. It's just another chance to play basketball at the end of the day. No matter what our record is or what's going on, we just get another opportunity to, go out and play in front of, so many people. I mean, it's only 450 of us. So you got to, Will says it all the time, man. The NBA is, you can get in here and they'll let you go right away. So it's just about, seizing the moment, taking advantage, getting in here, working on your game, and then, just playing hard, competing. If you do those things, I think, good things will follow, and the people around will definitely see that you're taking, it's serious, even though, everything around you is pushing back on you.
What did you think about your defense this season? Where do you want to be next season, and how do you get from point A to point B?
Yeah, I think I guarded a lot of high level guards this year, early in the season, middle of the season, and even now. So it's just I want to be one of those people that's able to take that matchup for sure. Personnel wise for our team, if we have we got Taylor, he might take that matchup on a night to night basis, but defensively, I definitely want to be one of the guys where Lamar and Will, they look at me and they say, "Oh, you Book or you got, Don or anybody. So it's just like I just want to be there and be in great shape so I'm able to, chase Steph around for 48 if I need to. So, when it comes to that, I just want to be versatile, whether, I want to be great pick and roll defender and, off the ball defender. So I think the conversations that I'm going to have with, Avery Bradley, he's going to be in here. I'm going to, pick his brain, little tips and tricks. But I think it's just a want-to. And, I feel like I have that within me. Being in the best shape possible, it'll even take me to another level to, be able to, defend at a high level.
Now that you've seen rosters across the NBA, is there not a specific player, but a type of player you think could help the roster, maybe make your life easier next year?
I mean, that's up to, Danny, Jay-Z, all them. I mean, I feel like what we have right now is phenomenal pieces. I mean, the young core. I mean, and even the older guys that we have, two-way guys. I mean, we all got something that we can bring to the table. It's just about, team camaraderie, coming together for the same common goal. Being able to, maybe sacrifice one thing, put it away, and knowing that, okay, if I sacrifice this, it'll make our team better. So, not necessarily, a player around the league that'll help us. I think it's just all of us coming, together and, like I said, just sacrificing something, for the greater good of the team. We win, everybody gonna eat. So it's just about, are we able to, sacrifice 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, however long it is to, maybe get to a greater goal, something that's beyond ourselves for sure.
Thank you guys.
Thank y'all.